I was in my mid-20s, I was working as a reporter and reporting on one of the wars that was happening when Russia invaded Chechnya. It was just on the other side of those mountains right there. I was always in the valleys, looking up, wondering what it'd be like to just go up there at a time when there's not so much trouble. 20 years later, I get an opportunity to do it with a bunch of friends, and it's really rewarding.
The former Soviet Republic of Georgia is located in the heart of the Caucasus Mountains at the nexus of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Due to its centralized location, it's had a rich and troubled history. While this often forgotten corner of the world would be new to most of the team, it would be a return journey for our older counterpart Bryce, now the editor of Bike magazine. His fluency in the Russian language and deep knowledge of the region would provide us with an intimate and informative view of this mystical place. The rest of our team would consist of Ross Measures, a skilled photographer and writer from Canada, my childhood friend Sam Seward, who happens to be one of the most knowledgeable people I know when it comes to backcountry travel, and myself, Joey Schuessler, an avid adventurer and filmmaker. We were all here for slightly different reasons, but with the same goal in mind, to transect the rugged natural barrier that is the Caucasus Mountains. Our route would take us from the quaint mountain town of Omalo, tucked deep within the Tusheti Wilderness, along the Russian border of Dagestan and Chechnya to one of Georgia's most iconic and renowned places, Kazbegi.
Supposedly one of the most dangerous roads in the world. Every time you're on one of those, you realize why people say that. Set the tone for the whole trip, I'm sure. It's a beautiful morning here in Namalo. We got a kid on Joey's bike ripping around. We got the legendary Lord of the Guest House laughing and having a good time with us. It's a super nice family. They're super generous. It's pretty awesome. The people in Georgia are wonderful people, and they're amazingly hospitable. They're globally renowned among people who've really traveled as being among the most hospitable people in the world.
After a pleasant yet brief stay at the local guest house, we set off into the wild on ancient trading paths and agricultural trails. We would travel fully self-supported and completely under our own power for the next 10 days. This would be bikepacking and adventure at its finest.
I guess you never really know what to expect, but that's part of the adventure. And if you live your life in fear all the time, you basically, fear is one of the main things that limits people from actually living. Look at where we are, man. It's so peaceful, like it is in most places in the mountains. All you hear is the shepherd's voices resonating throughout the whole valley.
So we got a little more climbing ahead and hopefully a big long descent off this ridge. Coming up should be sick. Some suffering, some pain, fair amount of laughs, and a lot of hard work. But that's what it always takes, right?
Probably 4,000 feet down to the valley floor, just non-stop switchbacks. Who knows if bikes have even ridden it.
Dig those heels in.
Yes!
Dig it in.
Slow down.
Slow it down.
Yes!
Fuck.
That was pretty fucking fun.
He just went top to bottom in about 2 seconds.
Dude, I thought you were gonna die.
I was like, we're picking his body up down there. hoping we find a vehicle crossing or a bridge of some sort up ahead. The map says the trail crosses the river up ahead, but the map hasn't been quite on spot this whole trip, so we'll see what happens.
You could tell it was going to be a big river, and without a bridge, it's almost certain we wouldn't be able to cross it.
Crisis averted, and on to the next crisis, because you know they're never ending on a trip like this.
Next challenge is pushing on towards Atsunta Pass, which is kind of where the crux of the trip lies. Everyone we've talked to has pretty much doubted us. But we're gonna send it, we're gonna go for it. It's gonna be some snow.
Slow and steady push through the snow. We'll get over that pass.
Atsunta.
Assunta.
Вот линия. Key registration border policy. Вот документ. Ой, Atsunta jest.
As with any adventure, success is hardly guaranteed. As we approached the border patrol station, nerves began to build about whether or not this was gonna work.
These energii Kanadec.
Сейчас budowi sobie coś.
No, nadajemy się Assunta.
Tam śnieg.
You show you goat. Tongue leży. It was awkward us standing up there and nothing was getting resolved. Nothing was getting resolved.
После того я в Кавказ совсем не был.
Ты должен быть там, как мы вчера были сегодня. И
Весна очень поздно пришла, и снег поздно пришел.
да.
И плохие дороги очень.
No. Yeah, понимаю. I tried one more time. Спасибо.
До свидания.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I mean, we've heard from every single person since we've been here that that pass wouldn't be possible to cross it. You know, avalanches, trails destroyed in a couple of places, can't cross the river. Several horses have died within the past few days trying to get through the trail, and we just got shut down. No means no. Niet means niet.
While we were unable to complete our planned route, the trip was far from over. We would instead loop back to Amalo on the other side of the valley and find a ride to the far side of Atsunta Pass. There we would pick up the trail to Kazbegi. We're back on the trail after getting shut down from Atsunta Pass.
We just got kind of a detour. If all goes well, in 3 days we'll be in Kazbegi. It looks like there's a lot of beautiful countryside in between here and there. Getting high up into the mountains again, so all systems go.
we came from, all the way down the valley. Hiked all the way up here. You just gotta get up over that ridge.
It's a gratifying feeling to break the back of it, you know? We just need to negotiate our way down this descent and we're home free to Kazbegi.
Now we just gotta get down that.
I'll be totally blunt to say that I saw that coming. As the days began to blend into one wild memory, we finally had our eyes on the goal. Kazbegi was within reach.
We are camping at the base of Mount Kazbek. Cooking some dinner right now. Wind's not too bad. Have no idea what the weather's gonna do. We'll see.
Joey said we should camp on the top of the ridge. So we're camped on top of the ridge and now we're paying for it. With that. It's an experience, right? Yeah.
Hey, how are you guys doing over there?
Their tent's fucked, apparently. Oh, fuck!
After getting battered all night, the storm subsided and we were treated with incredible conditions for our final day as we made the last push into Kazbegi. Once again, our bikes had taken us on another amazing adventure. There's no other way I'd rather spend my life than with close friends enjoying the thrills of two wheels in the mountains. While we may not have achieved the exact route we had come for, the experience was exhilarating and rewarding all the same. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive.
Georgia, vino. Drink, vino.
I'll wash you up and take you home. Go attack people.
He's like, who else wants a ride?
Then we ride our bikes and push them up big hills. That part, not so leisurely.
Ой, блядь, что такое? Американское пиво, Sierra Nevada.
Good times.
We could take them. If we shred down there with enough speed, we might be able to just come through like a fucking horde of Mongols on horseback. Just take them all out.
Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Gets you drunk?
Drunk من أي غير اللي تجاه.